bá ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹ máa gbọ́. Àṣà tẹ̀sìn kíké lárugẹ o ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ máa polówó ọjà kájé bugbájẹ o ẹ máa gbọ́. Ọ̀tá ẹ̀fù ìlú Òṣogbo la fi kalẹ̀ sí o ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ má yí kúrò ẹ máa gbọ́. Àgàngà junction Ọ̀tá ẹ̀fù Òṣogbo ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun la fi kalẹ̀ sí. Bass 99.3 FM where entertainment meets humanity.
Roll with the vibe from the baddest DJ on Bass 99.3 FM.
Bass FM, Bass FM, Bass FM, Bass FM. Ìròyìn àsìkò, good news, Bass FM. Eré ìdárayá, Bass FM. Ìpolówó ọjà yìí, Bass FM. Àṣà àtẹ̀sìn lárugẹ. Bass 99.3 FM radio. They lead and they follow. Àgàngà Ọ̀tá ẹ̀fù on your stereo.
99.3 FM.
Bass 99.3 FM radio.
Your vibes, your voice, your station.
Bass FM.
You already know. It's Melody Song to the humble producer.
Good evening, Osogbo. Good evening, Osun State. Good evening, Nigeria. I say a beautiful evening to you wherever you are listening to the sound of my voice. You're tuned to Bass 99.3 FM, a place where entertainment meets humanity. And we are broadcasting live from Osogbo, Osun State, Nigeria. Using this medium to bid you a warm welcome to another edition of the program Nigeria Today on Bass 99.3 FM. Nigeria Today is that program, that current affairs program that help you understand, government policies, help you understand how issues going on in the headlines, how this relates, bringing that to reality, how that affects you and I as citizens of Nigeria. And today will be no different as we, have conversations around happenings in Nigeria. Reporting for duty this evening, my name is Bamidupe Kolawole, and I'm not alone in the studio. I've got my co-host with me this evening, also in the studio with me. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Bamidupe. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará lé pé ẹ tún káàbọ̀ sí àkọ́tún ètò wa tí a máa ń ṣe ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday ní dédé aago 7 sí aago 8 ní ìkànnì tí a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí a wà ìkànnì Bass 99.3 FM. Joseph Ọláyẹmí lórúkọ mi.
Thank you for your introduction.
You're welcome.
All right, so as he has rightly said, this program comes up every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. on this dial, Bars FM 99.3 FM. This is also to inform you that our guest analyst is also ready, also with us in the studio this evening. And we'll be talking about conversations that, developments that is currently going on in our country, Nigeria. So stay tuned as we, we'll be back shortly to, introduce our guests for today. You're welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Bars 99.3 FM, a place where entertainment meets humanity. And this is Nigeria Today, a program where we talk about happenings going on in our country, Nigeria, and how those happenings affect you and I as a citizen of the country. Okay, so our guest analyst today, in person of Mr. Ayodele Oladeji, is an entrepreneur, a business strategist, and also an emerging thought leader. Mr. Ayodele, are you there? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you doing too?
I'm doing great. Glad to have you on the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Ayodele, a kí yín pé ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ sà o.
Ṣé àlàáfíà lẹ wà sà?
A dúpẹ́ o, àlàáfíà ni. Ṣé
Ẹ
àlàáfíà la bá yín náà?
àlàáfíà ni o. Ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pé
Ẹ ṣe
wọ́n kú
gan,
ilé.
ẹ kú àmójúbà wa.
Ẹ ṣé.
All right, thank you so much for joining us this
Hello?
evening. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Okay, so we're starting with the very first conversation for the evening, and this particular headline has been generating quite a reaction online, where a Nigerian activist, Deji Adeyanju, recently argued that Nigerians are not necessarily demanding 24 hours electricity, but rather reliable power supply at critical times, especially in the morning and at night. In the morning, like say around 7 a.m., when they need to maybe iron their clothes and go to work, and at night when they're back from work, just for them to, have electricity in the house, put on maybe the fan or the AC and all of that. Now, this, because he said this, it has been generating quite a lot of reaction online. Like I said, it's actually interesting, but it also raises questions about our expectations, affordability, and how electricity is, being distributed in Nigeria. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh, okay. So, would you say you agree with this argument that Nigerians are not asking for 24 hours power supply, but just power supply at consistent power supply at critical times, like just like he said, like in the morning and at night when they're back from work and something like that, just in the morning for them to be able to iron their clothes, and at night for them to maybe use the fan, use the AC to cook and all of that. Do you agree with this claim that Nigerians are not currently, they don't really want 24 hours power supply?
Um, yeah, thank you. Good evening once again,
Good evening to you.
and good evening to all our listeners at home. My name is Ayodele Oladeji. Um, before, like Barrister Deji, I think he was speaking from a point of certain awareness.
Mm.
You know, if truly if you understand the position and the current things around our power sector, you wouldn't but accept, or let me say, you wouldn't but agree with him rather. Um, because, hello,
Yes, I can hear you.
yeah, the current situation of power or electricity in Nigeria, like if you really understand the point at which we are, you would agree with Barrister DG Adeyanju. The reason why I think I'm taking that position is because I don't know if you are aware that at least, I mean, in Nigeria, we need at least 40,000 megawatts of electricity to meet our need as a country.
Mm.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
So we need about 40,000 megawatts of electricity to meet our needs as a country. But presently, our national grid is managing, let me say, is managing and trying to generate 4,200 megawatts out of 40,000 that we need. We are trying to generate 4,200 megawatts.
We're
Now,
actually
just look
trying.
at that
That
gap.
means we're struggling to even get 4,000.
We are struggling. Exactly, we are struggling to get 4,200. So you can imagine the gap and the number of Nigerians who are completely disconnected from having electricity, not to talk of enjoying it. Now, out of these 4,200 that we are currently, that we're generating in, I think, till the end of last year, 2025, by early March this year, that generation reduced to 4,000 megawatts. Now, out of that 4,000 megawatts, it might interest you that we are still, like, we are giving electricity to 3 African countries. Out of that 4,000 that we are generating, we are still giving out electricity to 3 African countries. So we are giving electricity to Benin Republic, Congo, and Niger.
Yes,
Hello?
that's correct. Yes, I can hear you.
So So, like, if you understand all these facts, then you will not expect much in terms of electricity because we don't have the capacity yet. And there must be something causing all these problems. You know, one of the issues that we are having in power sector is corruption and mismanagement.
Mm.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So we're having series of issues, and the most profound of it is corruption and mismanagement. The infrastructures, the machines that we're using to generate all this electricity are they're almost outdated. They are weak. So there's a need for upgrading of these machines, but nothing has been done in that area. Are you with me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
So according to reports from experts, so they also mention shortage of gas for the generation of electricity because we always hear that okay we are using water to generate electricity. No, it's only 20% of that generating power that we are getting from hydro, which is water. So 80% of it is from gas. So there's shortage of gas, and as a result of all this vandalism, this busting of gas pipeline and all of that, all these things are still affecting the rate at which we could generate electricity. But nothing has been done in this area. That's why everything will roll back to inefficiency of leadership. Because all these things we have listed, if there is a measures, if there are measures put in place to properly, hello,
We're with you. I think we lost our call. We are going to take a very short break. We'll be back shortly. Hello?
hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So as I was saying, there is no proper management in the power sector. So, and I think that's what informed Barrister Deji to make such comments that we are actually not expecting electricity as such, because honestly, we cannot provide it. Out of 40,000, we are generating 4,000. So why, if you are really expecting electricity, stable electricity, that means you are just putting your hope in futility. So it's better to accept the reality that we cannot generate it. Now, the Aso Rock, there was a budget of 17 billion naira for power for solar power installation inside the Aso Rock, and this is the seat of power where we expect every move that will improve our electricity to come from. So they have already left us. Like they have left the WhatsApp group. They have left us. They have installed solar panels worth of 17 billion naira. So what are we now expecting them to do? Are we expecting them to do things that will make the electricity to be improved for common masses? No. So at least if they can give us just a little dose of it, as Barrister Dija said, if it is just maybe 4 or 5 hours in the night, during the day, according to him, because he analyzed his comment, so he analyzed it enough that during the day when Nigerians are leaving home, you can take the light, then concentrate it to industrial areas, areas where industries are being built, where they will need light for production. So you can give them the electricity during the day. Then in the night, you bring it back to the residential areas. So at least so that people will see electricity to power their ACs and fans. I hope you understand it.
Yes, yes, we do. So, like, with the, with the even though we're not currently enjoying adequate power supply, there's still like rising tariffs. The bills are still high, and all of that. So, would you say that we are currently in a situation whereby electricity is being
Please,
seen
please,
as
please, can you,
luxury?
please, can you come again? I can't really. I'm not hearing you clearly, please.
Okay, how about now? Am I audible enough? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me? Um, Miss Ayodele.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now clearly.
Okay, all right. I was saying earlier that do you, with the rising tariffs, even you were saying that you agree with Barrister Adeyanju's analysis that they should give us some power supply at strategic time and all of that. So would you
Yeah.
say that
Yes.
with the way the rising tariffs and the current the way they are currently giving us power supply, would you say that we are already in a situation where electricity is becoming more of luxury than basic service? Do you get that question?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Are you
Oh,
with me?
yes. I said with the
Okay.
analysis that Barrister Adeyanju made and with the one that you also just said, would
Yes.
you say that we're currently in a situation where electricity is being seen as a luxury and not just basic service that we're entitled to?
Um. Obviously, with every conditions and with all that is attached, I can say it's a luxury. In fact, it's indeed a very scarce commodity because
Wow.
we yes, it is a very scarce commodity. Like I said earlier, that we need 40,000 megawatts of electricity to meet our needs as a country, but we are struggling to generate just 4,200. By that alone, you know that is a very scarce commodity. We don't have it yet, and the little we have, you know, there is many Nigerians. Let me say, a lot of Nigerians cannot afford it because there are all these discos, the companies that are distributing electricity, they are running a business. We are talking about.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Mr. Ayodele, can you hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear us, Mr. Ayodele?
Yeah, I can hear you. It seems I'm having a very poor network this evening. I can hear you now. So sorry.
All right, so this I'm just gonna ask you this very last question before Joseph also takes it in Yoruba for the listeners at home. Okay, so my question is would you agree that Barrister Deoju's solution, do you think that's a short term development to that we can adopt for the current power supply in the country at the moment? Do you think that's sustainable? If we should adopt the
Yes,
very early in the morning and late at night power distribution.
yes, because we don't have a choice. I think he has given a a solution that will
Sorry to
caution
cut
the
you short.
effect
Sorry to
of
cut you
this.
short. Sorry to cut you short, but you just
Okay.
said we don't have a choice. Like, have we gotten to that part
Yes,
where we literally don't have choices and things like power
we
supply?
we we don't have a choice currently because for before there will be a decision to install solar panels for generating electricity in Aso Rock, you should know that like it has gotten to a point where it is almost difficult to sort it. I hope you I don't think do you understand what I said?
Yes, yes, I do.
So presently we don't have a solution because these electricity distribution companies, they're running a business. So this little power that we are being able to generate, you know, they are experiencing losses. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
So they are experiencing losses, shortage of gas. Our national grid keeps collapsing every day. They maintain it, they repair it, they bring it back. So they are spending a lot of money. Just last year, Disco lost about 1.5. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
So just last year, Disco recorded about 1.334 trillion naira of losses. So that is incapacitating those companies, to actually like raise the standard or raise their capacity to generate more electricity for distribution. So presently, we don't have the capacity, and I think the the submission of Barrister Deju will go a long way to help us at least. throughout the period, maybe probably if we're able to get a solution, or if we have a more serious government that could look into that and sort it. But throughout that period, this arrangement will be able to help us to some extent. At least it will be a win-win. Like, it will help our economy a bit. Because if there is no production and our economy activities, like, it will affect us. So if they could just make a proper arrangement and manage that little that we're able to generate, so that it will serve both the economy and the people. So I think it's a very good
Suggestion.
arrangement
Okay,
if it
all
could
right.
be done.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Over to you, Joseph.
You're welcome.
bá mi dúpẹ́ o ṣé mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o àlejò wa Ayọ̀délé Ọládèjì ẹ kú atótónu láti ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ẹ̀yin aráalé tá à ń gbìyànjú láti sọ náà ni wípé ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí barrister Dèjì Adéyanjú sọ lórí ohun tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú iná ìjọba iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ó ní pé àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n ń wá kí ìjọba kó pèsè iná tí ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó máa lo wákàtí 24 ṣùgbọ́n ó sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ pé tí ìjọba bá lè pèsè iná tí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yóò máa rí lò ní bí aago 8 alẹ́ tán bá délé láti ibi iṣẹ́ di bí ọwọ́ aago 11 tí àwọn èèyàn ó dẹ̀ ti máa palẹ̀mọ́ àti lọ sùn pé àti ní àárọ̀ táwọn èèyàn ó lè máa rí iná lò ní aago 7 bí aago 7:30 sí bí ọwọ́ aago 10 táwọn èèyàn ó fi kúrò nílé pé ẹni bá fẹ́ lọ ṣọ́ o ẹni bá fẹ́ ṣe ó fẹ́ pa omi jáde láti inú kànga o ó ní nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ń retí ni wọ́n á fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àlejò wa pé ṣé lóòótọ́ ni nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ń retí ni nǹkan tí barrister Dèjì Adéyanjú tó sọ àti pé ojú wo lẹ́yìn gan fi wo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tá a bá tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn irinṣẹ́ tó ń tanná fún orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti pé ipa tí àwọn ìjọba ti ń kó láti àtẹ̀yìnwá.
Ẹ ṣé. Hello.
Yes sir, mo wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
Okay, ẹ ṣé gan. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ẹ mọ̀ nígbà míì bóyá téèyàn bá fẹ́ lọ sọ́jà tó bá fẹ́ lọ ra nǹkan bóyá 2000 ló mú dání tó fẹ́ fi ra nǹkan yẹn so ìgbà tó dé ọjà táwa rí i pé nǹkan eléyìí tó wù mí gangan tí mo fẹ́ rà o owó rẹ̀ ó ju iye tí mo mú dání lọ so tó dẹ̀ nídìí nǹkan yẹn tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe pàtàkì sí ẹ ṣùgbọ́n o tún wá rí nǹkan náà nǹkan míì tó jẹ́ pé ó lè lò dípò nǹkan tí òun wá gangan tí agbára ẹ̀ ò ká so wà á nílò láti settle fún eléyìí tó wà nílẹ̀ tágbára ẹ̀ ká so nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ iná àti ohun tí barrister Dèjì sọ nìyẹn because kò ń ṣe ohun tá à ń retí nìyẹn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ a fẹ́ ká máa lo ná bó ṣe wù wá látàárọ̀ dalẹ́ ká máa lò ó fi ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tí ohun tí a fẹ́ ta ò rí báyìí so ohun tí a bá ṣàrí òun náà la máa èyí tágbára wa bá ká la máa dáhùn lóyìnbó ń pè ní manage a máa manage nǹkan tó wà lẹ́nu ìgbà tí ohun tí a fẹ́ ta rí eléyìí tí a rí òun náà la mọ̀ bá ṣe máa lò so kó tó di pé barrister Dèjì sọ eléyìí tó sọ yìí ó ti rí bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe rí òun ni mo ṣàlàyé lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé nǹkan tí a nílò iná ta nílò lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tí ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn dáadáa 40,000 megawatts la nílò ṣùgbọ́n agbára káká la fi ń rí 4,000 megawatts.
nínú rẹ̀
ibi ọ̀nà kan ta.
mo gbọ́ yín mo wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
so ọ̀nà kan ṣoṣo tá a sì fi ń rí iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná òun náà nìyẹn kò sọ́nà míì so ọ̀nà míì tó tún wà òun ni ọgbọ́n táwọn èèyàn ń dá sí tí àyíká ń fi oòrùn generate dá solar. so ẹni tí agbára ẹ̀ bá gbé òun ló ń ṣe léyìn ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn mélòó lágbára ẹ̀ gbé solar. ṣùgbọ́n lára wa tí agbára wa ò bá gbé solar ọ̀nà tí ẹni yìí lálẹ́ yìí ó máa wúlò lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ìjọba àti àwọn tó wà ní ìdí ètò pínpín iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná yẹn tán bá lè mú lò torí kò ṣeé ṣe tá a bá máa parọ́ fúnra wa lókù kò ṣeé ṣe ká máa rí iná láti àárọ̀ dalẹ́
kí ló dé
pẹ̀lú
tẹ́
ibi
fi
tí nǹkan dé dúró.
kí ni àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rí tẹ́ fi sọ pé kò ṣeé ṣe kí orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà máa rí náà 24 hours láàárín ìṣẹ́jú méjì ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé.
ok ẹ ṣe àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé nǹkan méjì ló fi ń generate iná tá ń lò lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí.
ẹ já wo.
so yeah, wọ́n ń lo ó ní eléyìí tí tá ń pè ní gas wọ́n máa ń lo gas wọ́n fi ń power thermal plant and wọ́n sì ń lo omi ìyẹn ní hydropower. so èyí omi tá ń lò yìí hydropower yìí 20% òun ni nǹkan tí tó ń mú iná wá lára omi 20% ni omi ń contribute sí ọ̀nà bá ṣe ń rí iná ṣóyé.
mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
80% òun ni gáàsì tó ń contribute. now gáàsì yìí ó wá àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àwọn tó wà níbi iná yìí wọ́n ń sọ fún wa wípé shortage ẹ̀ wà àwọn ò rí gáàsì bó ṣe yẹ kí wọ́n rí láti fi power ná. àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. ìkejì ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn machine tí wọ́n ń lò àwọn turbine tó ń múná yìí wá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ ó ti dẹnu iná díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó tún rárá ń jáde.
ok.
pínpín iná yìí ó ti wá di òwò ṣíṣe because àwọn iléeṣẹ́ kan ló tíná bá ti jáde àwọn iléeṣẹ́ kan ló wà nípa ká máa pín káàkiri iṣẹ́ títí wọn nìyẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó máa dá iléeṣẹ́ lẹ̀
tí ò ní fẹ́ jèrè.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìyẹn ló fà tá a fi ní band A band B band C tẹ́ bá wo owó tí band A ń san ó tó owó tí ẹlòmíín tí a kójọ tí a ní òun fẹ́ lọ ṣoko òun fẹ́ dókòwò lẹ̀ kò ń ṣe owó kékeré. so èèyàn mélòó ló ní agbára bóyá kí ilé kọ̀ọ̀kan tá a bá sọ pé kí ilé kọ̀ọ̀kan máa san 400,000 lọ́nà tí wọ́n ń lò ilé mélòó ló lágbára láti ṣe. so tẹ bá wá wo gba àwọn nǹkan tí a kà kalẹ̀ wípé ó ń kọ́ sí shortage of iná yìí a rí wípé àìní àmú àti àìní ìdarí gidi ló fà.
mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan
nǹkan tí mo wá fi ní kò ṣeé ṣe.
ẹ má bínú mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan bóyá ẹ tiẹ̀ lè fi kún ṣé ẹ lérò pé àwọn cables tí a ní lórílẹ̀‐èdè káàkiri ṣé tí wọ́n bá gbé iná 24 hours lé láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ṣé ẹ lérò pé àwọn àjọ tó wà ní ètò bí a ṣe ń pinná tí wọ́n ń tún àwọn irinṣẹ́ ìṣe tó bá ní jàǹbá ṣé ẹ lérò pé kò ní kó wọn sí iṣẹ́ gan ìyẹn tí wọ́n bá fi iná lẹ̀ fún 24 hours fún bíi bóyá ká sọ pé ọ̀sẹ̀ kan àwọn kébù wa ṣé wọ́n ní agbára àti gba iná yẹn sára.
ṣe rí àwọn kébù ọ̀rọ̀ kébù kọ́ ni ohun tí tó ń fún wa ní wàhálà nípa iná lórílẹ̀‐èdè.
ok.
àwọn cables wa wọ́n ní agbára àti ṣe because we are using global standard cables for electricity. tó bá yá ẹ lè ṣèwádìí lórí ẹ̀. ṣé mi.
mo ń gbọ́ yín.
so kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ cable ọ̀rọ̀ kíná jáde òun ní pàtàkì ebi tí iná bá jáde la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé òkè yóò gba ibi cable kọjá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣùgbọ́n iná yìí ibi sọ́ọ̀sì yẹn gangan ni problem tí iná bá jáde even tí cable tó yẹ pé agbára rẹ̀ ò bá gbé láti gba náà ọ̀lọ́ tí wọ́n bá pa náà yẹn bóyá tí wọ́n pa fún bíi wákàtí mélòó àbí ọjọ́ díẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ò ní pariwo nílùú because wọ́n á ti mọ̀ wípé nǹkan tí ó ń faná wá sọ́dọ̀ wọn ni ò lágbára tó kò ṣe pé kò sí iná.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ṣùgbọ́n níbi tá a dé yìí kò sí iná ni a ní ìrètí pé òkè iná ń bọ̀. ẹlòmíì ò mọjọ́ tí iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná tó ti tàn nínú ilé ẹ̀.
mo fi owó àtọmọ mo fi sáré dín lẹ́nu ẹ dákun ẹ má bínú fún àǹfààní àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé bá mi dúpẹ́ òwá bá mi pe ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ káwọn náà lè béèrè ìbéèrè àbí káwọn náà ní nǹkan bóyá wọ́n ní nǹkan méjì tàbí mẹ́ta táwọn náà fẹ́ sọ. ẹ má gbàgbé pé lórí ètò yìí a fàyè sílẹ̀ láti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kò bétírẹ́ there is no room for kí ni àwọn olóyìnbó máa ń pè bá mi dúpẹ́ o ṣe o káre.
This on what's it called? We're not doing biased opinions. Yeah, we're just trying to have a conversation around issues happening in the country, and we're not allowed to, speak rudely or insult the government or anybody on the program. All right, so the studio lines to call to be a part of the conversation is 091 or 09119991993. These are the studio lines to call to be a part of the conversation this evening.
ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ayọ̀délé Ọládèjì ẹ lè tẹ̀síwájú ẹ ṣé.
So ohun tí ó lè jẹ́ bí nǹkan tí a lè ṣe lásìkò yìí tí a fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn díẹ̀.
bí ọ̀nà àbáyọ àbí.
òun ni bí ọ̀nà àbáyọ. ẹ wá ẹ rántí o pé nǹkan tí barrister Dèjì sọ kò sí ìdánilójú pé ó lè ṣeé ṣe o.
kí ló dé tẹ́ fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé it has now become the issue of highest bidder. Mi mọ̀ bí
lélẹ̀ tó túmọ̀ sí pé
ìgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní Yorùbá.
lélẹ̀ tó túmọ̀ sí pé ẹni tó bá ní agbára bó bá ṣe mọ lògùn ó mọ ó ti yé wa.
ẹ ṣe nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ nìyẹn báyìí. So ẹni tí ó bá san 400,000 naira tí ó ń wọlé lálẹ́ tó ń bá ná, ẹni tó ń san 20,000 ò lè máa lérò pé òun náà máa wọlé ó máa bá náà. Nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ nìyẹn. So nǹkan ti dàrú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Kọ́lọ́run bá wa tún tò.
nípa ètò náà ẹ rí i pé nǹkan tí ò bá dàrú ẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ mi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
tí ò bá dàrú ilé ìjókòó agbára l'Ábùjá wọn ò ní lọ ná adúrú iye láti fi rí sólà láti máa jẹnẹrétì náà. So ó fi hàn pé àwọn gan tiẹ̀ ti mọ́kàn kúrò ń bẹ̀ bóyá wọ́n ti wò pé bóyá ló fi lè ṣeé ṣe. So that's why tí mo ṣe sọ pé ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn aláṣẹ, ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú leadership, because for the past 27 years àti rí ètò náà ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tó bani nínú jẹ́.
Kò jẹ́ nǹkan wúrí.
ọdún mẹ́tàdínlọ́gbọ̀n ká má rí iná ṣe, kò tún wá ṣe pé ó wà bó ṣe wà ńṣe ló tún wálẹ̀ sí. So definitely ó yẹ ìgbà tí ààrẹ Tinubu ń ṣe ìpolongo ní 2023 ká tó dìbò, ara àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní iná. Kódà wọ́n sọ pé tó bá di ìgbà táwọn bá tún padà wá o, táwọn bá fẹ́ ní ká dìbò fáwọn, táwọn ò bá ṣe iná ká má dìbò fáwọn. ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni?
Àsìkò a lè sọ pé àsìkò sì lọ torí wọ́n sì tún ní bíi ìgbà díẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì lò lórí sáà kó tó di pé a lè wá sọ pé ó dá o ní tẹ́ ẹ sọ o kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ o.
Ok, à ń retí.
ká máa
fi ìrètí àti ìgbàgbọ́ sí.
Kọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́.
Nǹkan àmín.
ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ìkànnì yìí 091 12 22 29 93 tàbí 091 19 99 19 93.
All right, Miss Ayodele, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you, ma. I'm here.
From the conversation you've had with Joseph, it's seemed like, should we say that we Nigerians are now open to lowering our expectations, or we're just trying to have a conversation about practical ways by which we could salvage the whole power distribution? Because it's sounding lots like we are reducing our expectation. Is that what it is?
Should I say we are lowering our expectation, or we are facing the reality? Let's say we are dealing with the reality of things.
Yeah.
So all the indices that will be satisfied with, like, it's almost impossible for now.
But the thing is, why is it impossible? Because like looking at some other countries, there's some countries where war is currently going on, they're still having
Mm, yeah,
24 hours power supply.
electricity, stable energy.
Exactly.
Yes,
So why is it
yes,
that
yes,
we
yes.
have to, we in Nigeria have to, lower our
èmi
expectations to,
àlejò wa èmi ń lérò pé ó dàbí pé àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ó ní nǹkan tá a fẹ́ àkànṣá wá pé ẹ kàn ṣáà ṣe nǹkan fún wa.
because I'm confused as to why we have to, subscribe to just few hours of power supply, just like we
a
earlier
ní
said.
ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ni pé kí iná ìjọba ṣe kí ni kó dúró dáadáa.
Like, so why we lowering our standards, to say, oh, okay, if you can at least give us in the morning and
ṣe
give
mọ̀
us
pé
at night, we'll be fine with
èrò
that.
lọ́dọ̀ tèmi àlejò wa ṣe ń gbọ́
Mm,
ṣe mọ̀ pé èrò barrister
Mo ń gbọ́ yín, sir.
Dèjì Adéyanjú ni à ń sọ
Mm-hmm.
òun kàn ń wò ó pé ojútùú
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ara nǹkan tí ìjọba lè ṣe nígbà tí ìjọba ti kùnà láti ṣe eléyìí tí à ń retí ó wá wò pé èmi wò pé lọ́dọ̀ tèmi nǹkan tí mo rí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ ni o pé ó dáa tí ìjọba ò bá lè gbé ètò iná 24 hours sílẹ̀ ó dáa bóyá kẹ́ kúkú pín sí àárọ̀ àtalẹ́ then tó bá dẹ̀ ti dìgbà míì àwọn tí ó bá wà ní ìdí iṣẹ́ wọn ẹ fún wọn níná ní industry ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá kó àwọn industry yẹn sí èmi lérò pé èrò tiẹ̀ ni
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣùgbọ́n ṣó yẹ kí orú èrò yìí kó máa jáde ní inú ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà tó fẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè tó dáa.
Tí a bá mọ irú èèyàn tí barrister Dèjì Adéyanjú jẹ́, because I've been following him for a while on social media and all.
Okay.
He's one of the vocal critics of government in this country. Ó jẹ́ ẹni tó máa ń tako àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ ìjọba lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ bí ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ọmọnìyàn. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà ni ó máa ń criticize government policy.
ó dàbí pé ojú òpó
This-
yẹn
okay.
ṣe.
Even the studio lines keep beeping and it has been causing sense. You can still try to connect with us to have to be a part of the conversation. The studio lines are still open. 091-1222-2993 or dial Mr. Edith, are you back?
Yeah. Yes, I'm with you. Yeah, you were asking me the other time that even in countries that are currently fighting wars, they have stable electricity,
Yes.
and where are we not having it here? Things don't just happen. Everything that happens is as a result or effect of either doings or undoing of some people. So if we're talking about electricity, there are people in charge of it. There are authorities in charge of it. And these authorities come as a result of leadership, as a result of policies and strategies put in place. So we can't be putting up a mediocre strategies and be expecting best or an outstanding result. It's not possible. In those countries, they are not running their power sectors the way we are running it here. That's why I always say that everything rises and falls at the feet of leadership. So this is very is a critical things that the people in charge of leadership affairs should look into. Like I think they cannot tell us that we don't have the money to renovate all the dilapidated machines, to revive our electricity. They cannot tell us we don't have that money, but they are not doing it. During the administration of President Obasanjo, we know the huge sum of money that was budgeted for reviving our electricity, and 20 years after, we are still where we are. So we cannot blame the people that are coming up with that kind of suggestion or submissions. They are saying it as a result of the reality on ground. So if we need to talk about it, then we should ask the government questions. We should ask the people in charge questions. They are in the best position to address it. It's not our opinion. Our opinion doesn't matter on this, because the reality will not, our opinion cannot change the reality of things. So we need a proactive leadership. leaders that are really ready to do things for us. We are not asking for too much. We are not asking for too much. You know, okay, during when first subsidy was removed, I think after a few weeks of grumbling, complaining, Nigerians came to the conclusion that even if it is 1 million, God should provide for me. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, yes. I said we are a people that get adapt to things easily. So no matter how difficult it is, we will adapt. So and that is the opportunity that our leaders are capitalizing on. We are very strong, so we are resilient, and we are even stubborn. So they have seen all of those things as a tool, as an opportunity to
So
write.
it's more like
So
you're saying that
which
they're taking advantage of Nigerians' resilient spirit. Is that it?
exactly they are taking advantage of it, and they are using it in a negative way. They are taking advantage.
kọ́lọ́hún kó dákun kó ṣàánú wa.
I mean, so now according
Because
to okay, I'm with you.
if we, i- if we keep talking about, because there is one, I think I said it earlier, I don't know whether you got that
Giving out to the neighboring country.
is an agreement. They see the situation that we can put in place is to us. Your citizens needed to be prioritized. You should prioritize us first. Let them know that we don't have the capacity to give our electricity across the borders for now, until we raise the level of our generating power. So all these are the things, these are the temporary solutions that should be put in place for the time being.
All right, thank you so much to Nigerians listening. I think this should be part of your take on today's edition of the program, that we should hold our government accountable. You know, I feel like we're not doing that enough. When we start holding our government accountable, you
èmi
know,
tiẹ̀ fẹ́ béèrè ìbéèrè but tí ò bá ń ṣe torí àkókò wa pé àkókò yẹn ti kó wa ní pápámọ́ra pé ọ̀nà wo gan la lè fi gbà láti fi lè sọ nǹkan tó ń dùn wá fún ìjọba tí ìjọba sì máa ṣe, tí òun ṣe ń pé bóyá nǹkan tó ń dùn wá yẹn ni wọ́n fi máa sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa tó bá ti tó àsìkò tí ìdìbò bá súnmọ́lé. ṣó mọ̀ pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kéèyàn sọ nǹkan tó wúyàn fún adarí, ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kádarí rí i pé ibi táwọn eléyìí tán wíìkì sí ni ẹ jẹ́ ká lò ó fún wọn, tán bá dẹ̀ tún débẹ̀ wọn tún ṣe àbí kò láti sọ fún àwọn adarí pé o ní tá a fẹ́ ni o. Kò ń ṣe pé bóyá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ò mọ nǹkan tó tọ́, ṣùgbọ́n òfin ọmọnìyàn tá à ń sọ tán sọ̀rọ̀ ó níwọ̀nba ọ̀rọ̀ tán lè sọ.
Ẹ ṣe olóòtú, ṣe rí mo máa ń sọ wípé ìwé òfin wa, that's our constitution, ó jẹ́ ìwé tó ní àwọn àléébù tó pọ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Hello?
àsìkò
Yes, we can
yẹn ti
hear
kó wa
you.
ní pápámọ́ra ni.
So ó ní ìwé òfin wa ní àwọn àléébù tó pọ̀, torí ó ní àwọn so lọ́n ṣe ń gbọ́ mi ju
we have 1 minute.
Nàìjíríà lónìí.
Bye for now.